family member or something like that, that's about the closest you're going to get to a tattoo, for me. I don't just put anything and everything, I got to think about it. So, nope, no team tattoos because Falcons, and I cheer for the Lions too. They may make me mad one day, although it's been forever for me. I don't know why they would, but they may make me mad one day and I'll just be saying, forget it. And then I got this tattoo I can't get rid of. Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, we'll get off the whole tattoo thing and let's get into a little bit more football related, get off this tattoo stuff. The Jaguars. So, they're in the news a little bit here. Of course, I was talking about this last week that, Leonard Fournette was out there talking about how easy, the game was and, it was slow, and all this stuff. And so, I kind of went on this thing about, bro, you ain't even played nobody yet. Not for a full game. I mean, this preseason. And not to mention, it's not like the defense is really out there rolling out the plan, their scheme for the year. Come on, man. But he's a rookie, so he's making that mistakes. But someone who's not a rookie that's out there talking as well, and I would think he didn't know the microphones caught what he was saying. Not that he didn't know it was there, but wide receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Allen Robinson. So he's in the news for making a comment, and I'll basically tell you what went on. They're in practice. They're practice against the Bucks during the scrimmage, and Allen Robinson runs a route, and Blake Bortles, their quarterback, their high draft pick quarterback, and the guy that they want to be their franchise quarterback, puts the ball up in the air. Only problem is that he's been having problem with these accuracy, throws and everything. And he throws it relatively, he threw it out of bounds. He didn't keep it in bounds. And the cameras and the microphone, which is one of the most deadliest weapons out there, the microphone caught him saying, keep that in bounds. So he was upset. And the reason I bring this up, and my question to the people that's in the chat room, and please chime in on this so I can make you part of the show, is it a good thing? Is it a good thing at this point? We're not even into game 2 of the preseason, and we've already been talking about Blake Bortles, me, the media, and everyone else, about his struggles. Is it a good look for Allen Robinson to be making comments like that? Now, of course, he's probably in the moment. I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass. But it's something, to me, that's something that you got to be, aware of, is that whatever I say at this point, because it is the preseason and everyone is looking for something. And the way this was, put out was Allen Robinson berates Blake Bortles. And I'm like, okay, let me go see what's going on. And when I check it out, I'm like, nah, he didn't. To me, that's not berating someone. I'm waiting on Allen Robinson. The ball goes out of bounds, and then he runs back to Blake Bortles and be like, man, what kind of crap was that, man? Or this, that, and the other, man, you need to get it together or something. That's berating someone. But just making a little side comment, like he did, it doesn't help the situation, but it's not berating. I don't think, it's a good look for your wide receivers to be saying anything about the quarterback because the quarterback gets too much attention. You're going to get asked about it. You're going to get, put on different sides, if you will. The media is not going to try and put you together, on this. And then you just like, we're together as a team and all this stuff. No, they're going to say, do you got a problem? All this stuff. So for me, just a regular guy here in the ATL, if I was the coach, I'd be like, look, fellas, I know whatever you got going on or whatever, and you might be upset. We don't need any unnecessary attention like that. Just stupid stuff. So don't make any comments directly related to anyone. You can be frustrated. You can be upset and be like, dang, but that's a general thing, but you need to keep that inside, in bounds. That doesn't help out your quarterback. That doesn't help you out. And you're talking about something that you don't want to talk about. I don't know. Mocha Bella said, are the Jaguars going to be relevant? And she says, ... No. Now, Mocha Bella, I will tell you this. If you've listened to some of my other previous reviews, because we're going to have the NFC North review. Yeah, Big L, your team, the Chicago Bears, the Bears, is going to be in my review. If you have listened to some of my reviews on it, I did say that the Jaguars were going to be better this year. I actually did a comparison between the Jaguars and the Cowboys. Now, not a 13-3 Cowboys, but there was a comparison as far as like who was the better team. Jacksonville has some pieces. They got wide receivers. They got Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns. They seem to have their running back in Leonard Fournette. They have a defense. Calais Campbell, Jalen Ramsey, Miles Jack, Polinoski, Malik Jackson. They got some boys down there. The question has always been about that quarterback. So maybe this is with Leonard Fournette. He helps them out. So for me, yeah, the Jaguars will be relevant. They will play a part in how the AFC South pans out in that division. They're not going to win the division, but they will definitely be a decision maker in there, have something to say. Yeah, so Mocha, yeah, I am spending time on the Jaguars. And then Vince Wright said Jacksonville sucks. We'll see, Vince. I'm not going to book it. I'm not booking it. I'm not the Timberwolves, 50 wins. Book it. I'm not going to book nothing like that. But, hey, they will improve. Mark my word. How about that? Mark my word. I won't book it. Rough Buff said, I hate the NFL cause my team sucks. Things Big L say. Sluggo said, agreed, keep it in the house, but when the quarterback doesn't have the support of his wide receivers, that speaks volumes. You have a very good point, Sluggo. It's just like, because nobody would have said that. And let me say, I'm not doing any comparison at all. But no one would say that about someone like Brady, Breeze, Rodgers, Manning, Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford. None of them is going to say that, So regardless, whether people feel he's trash or not, it's just part of the gig, man. You can't say anything about the quarterback. Rough Bus said, not watching the NFL this season because the Bears are trash. # thing Big L would say. So Big L, get in there. Rough Buff is killing you. I don't have the Vince Wright bell, but ding, ding, ding. He is killing you. Sluggo said they need a signal caller. Said Galloway said Borders needs to keep the ball in bounds and he won't have to worry about it happening again. Yeah, that is easy. That easier said than done, but yeah, that will get it done. Rough Bus said, I'm scared of Lopan. # things Big L say. Ooh, get in there, Big L. He is killing you. Vince Wright said the Bills will win 10 games. Book it. I don't have 10 games, Vince. No, I don't have 10 games. But I like what you're saying. Big L comes back. Bills suck. 6 wins max. I need more out of you, Big L, than that. If you're going to talk trash, if you're going to speak on it, if you're going to speak in this room, you got to come with it, man. Come on, Big L. I know you better than that. I know you got something in there, But at the end of the day, it's not a good look. It's not a good look, for it because the media eats it up. We're going to transition out of football for a little bit. I still like to keep track things that's in the NBA that's going on. So, and the NBA likes to keep themselves relevant. We know they put out the NBA schedule. We're not going to talk about that now. We'll talk about that down the road, when it gets closer to the season. But the reason I'm bringing up the NBA and the schedule more than anything is that now the NBA has listened to the players. Now they've listened to them before, but they are really listening to the players. The new schedule came out, and the schedule is limiting back-to-back games and emphasizing days off. And Vince Wright said Kyrie going to, nope, we're not talking about Kyrie. We're just talking about the NBA. So the NBA now, basically what they're doing, and I like some of the changes that they're doing, with this schedule. And I've had conversations with friends about this, and we talked about, why can't we just stretch out the season longer? For the most part, NBA is played in the afternoon, or the evening. So, and it's played, Tuesday, or some games are Thursdays or whatever, but everybody want to watch Thursday night football. So you still have a platform where people would just tune into your game, but here's what they did. Here's the changes. Let me get into that. Here's the changes. They basically, the 4 games in 5 days, which they've had, I guess since time has existed for the NBA, they have totally eliminated that. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't say this enough. And I'm going to get the kids up because they're supposed to be in bed for school. But I'm going to get them in here and give it up for the NBA. Yes, kids. Give it up for them for getting rid of the 4 games in 5 days. This was one of the most ridiculous parts of the schedule, if you ask me. 4 games in 5 days. I mean, by the time you get to game 3, what do you think people are really looking at, or the players are really, doing? They just trying to survive at that point. They just trying to get through it because guess what? You're going to get a day or 2 or something like that. And then you got another maybe back-to-back or 2 games out of 3 days or something like that. So 4 games in 5 days have been eliminated. This is the first time ever, so that is a good move by the NBA. The other thing they did, we were talking about this back-to-back, and we talked about, players not necessarily liking these back-to-back games. So what they're doing now is that they're trying to limit them. So it's 14. The exact number is 14.4. I don't know where you get a .4 from, but it's 14 back-to-back games per team. So what that means is you got a lot of time to rest. You got a lot of time in between, games for travel or anything like that. The way your schedule is going to be made up makes the players happy, right? Players happy, players play better. Road trips and travel and time zones, they're basically, so those single games, they're cutting down on that. So it's not like you traveling all over the place just to play one game. And we talked about earlier that the regular season is starting on October 17th, which definitely is good news. Because we usually always start at like near the end of Halloween, somewhere around there. And what's another week or 2 to span out these games? People are more prone to watch them if it is that way. And the reason I bring up the start of the schedule, because now it ties into this format or this chart or whatever that they call FTE. And basically it means fresh, tired, and even. And what they do, they went through and they measured, when would a team be fresh or when would a team be tired or when, would 2 teams be even? So you cut down on these teams that's coming in tired, which you cut down on players sitting down or sitting out, televised games or whatever it is, or road games. And it's the only one time that a player is there, and it helps with the rest. The players rest, they happier, they play better. And then now you don't have the situation, not as much. It's not saying it's going to, totally go to waste, but you got it, And one of the for me, I'll say, I'm speaking personally on this. Personally, for me, one of the biggest things I like on this is the impact it's going to have on the fan week. Now, here in the ATL, back in the day, a little while ago, I used to have season tickets to the Atlanta Hawks. And one of the hardest things for me was, because I paid my money, so I'm trying to see all the games, is getting to those games 2-3 times out of the week. I mean, you're headed down there. The game ain't started till 7:30 for the most part. So then you're trying to get out and beat traffic, and then you got to go to work the next day. So if it's spread out just a little bit,